Hello my friends, welcome to my channel, welcome to this week's reading vlog. This week we are going to be tackling my May TBR. Let's get right into it. It is already the 17th of May and I have yet to touch my TBR, so we're going to spend the next 2 weeks together and we're going to get as many of these books read as we can. Now I have 7 books on my May TBR. I don't think I'm going to get them all read, but I am hoping to read 5. We're going to go for 5, okay? Marbles is here to hold me accountable. We're going to be going for 5 of these books. So let's go through them really quick and then let's pick our first one, shall we? I have 3 romance books. I have In Her Own League by Liz Tomforday. This is the spin-off to the Windy City series. This one actually comes with an asterisk because I have to finish Rewind It Back before I read this one. So this one's actually a book and a half. I have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is a college sports romance. The TV show just came out, so I really want to get this one read so I can watch the show. And I have Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is a rom-com romance, and I've just heard such amazing things about it. I've been trying to read it for so long, so I feel like I really need to get it read. I also have 3 fantasies on my TBR. I have Dragon Curse by Elsie Kova. This is a young adult fantasy about you're either a dragon hunter or you're dragon cursed. We'll find out what that means together. I have A Stage Set for Villain by Shannon J. Spann. This is a dark fantasy about the players at a playhouse and how the gods are controlling things. And then finally, I have Rights of the Starling by Devney Perry. This is book number 2 to Shield of Sparrows. This is a romantasy book about, honestly, humans and the gods and monsters. And then finally, I have a women's fiction book. This is about 2 sisters who were in a music group in the early 2000s, and now one of their daughters is thinking about pursuing music. And it's kind of like a story of like what to expect. So these are the 7 books on my May TBR. I'm thinking that I just finished reading 3 spring romances in a row. So I'm thinking not one of the romances to start, and also I don't want anything too heavy, so I'm thinking not Rights of the Starling. I am thinking either A Stage Set for Villains or Dragon Cursed. This one is a standalone and this one is the start of a series, so I need to decide, do I want a standalone that's going to be a little bit different, or do I want the start of a series that has dragons in it? So we're going to start with one of these and I'll let you know which one I pick. As you guys saw, I started A Stage Set for Villains last night and I got 48 pages into it and I'm really enjoying it. It jumps right in and it's really enticing, and it's written like it's a play, so it's in like acts and scenes, and yeah, it's really, really fun. So we're gonna keep reading for today and see if we can get a little bit more into it. A bit of an update for you guys. So as you guys saw, I am still reading A Stage Set for Villains, and I am just starting Act 2, and I am 171 pages into it. So like I'm getting into it, but I have a long way to go, and I'm liking the story, but I'm just not like addicted. Like it's fine, it's entertaining, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. Like the story is fine, but I'm just not like obsessed. I don't know, like nothing about it makes me be like, oh, I want to pick this up and read it. And I don't know. I'm trying to get through it because like it's fine. It's not like I'm disliking it. It's just like I'm not really having the urge to pick it up and read it. And I'm not really sure if it's just kind of like all the other stuff going on in my life is trying to like push me into a little bit of a reading slump. But I'm trying not to get into a reading slump, especially because I'm in the middle of my reading every day for a month challenge. So I'm like trying to force myself to read a little bit, and I'm not really sure if that's contributing to it, or if it's just like right book, wrong time, or if the story is just a little bit like slow moving. Because I feel like it's just kind of like slow moving. Like I'm 170 pages in and like things have happened, but also like I just feel like it's very repetitive. Like, she keeps like saying like she needs to do this, she needs to do this, and then she kept like, I don't know, it just feels very repetitive and slow moving. But it is interesting and entertaining. I will say I am not doing very well with this May TBR. It is now the 27th. It is the 27th of May. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm going to be getting very many books finished. I want to get this one finished, and then you guys saw my whole TBR at the beginning of the month. I'm thinking we are going to have to slim it down hardcore. We literally have 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 5 reading days left. So if I finish this in the next 2 days, we could read probably 1 more book, maybe 2. So we're going to grab 3 books, and we're going to try to get two of them read. I'm really just gonna have to like read a lot in the next 5 days if I want to do this, but I'm thinking we're gonna knock off Rights of the Starling, In Her Own League, and The Deal, because Rights of the Starling is just gonna take me forever, so that would be the only book I'd maybe even touch. In Her Own League, I have to finish Rewind It Back first to get to that one, so like that's 2 books there. And then The Deal I was reading in order to watch the show, but I caved and I watched the show without having read the book or any of the books. Whoopsies. But I just figured, well, you know what? I'm just going to watch the show because I don't want to see all the spoilers that were all over social media. And then I'm going to try to read all of the books before season 2 comes out. I only own book 1, so I have to get the rest of the books. But I'm hoping to read all of the books in the off-campus series before season 2 comes out. So we're just going to set that aside for now. And yeah, that leaves these 3 books, which is Funny Story, The Griffin Sisters' Greatest Hits, and Dragon Cursed. Hopefully we can get 2 of these read. I think they're all going to be faster moving. So if I can finish this up and get 2 of those read, I would feel accomplished. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is the update. That's where we're at. So let's see how much I can read in the next 5 days. And if I can really tackle this May TBR or if it's going to basically tackle me. Okay friends, so I have a bit of an update for you. So as you saw, my mood reading definitely took over yesterday, and I figured I just needed to set aside a stage set for villains just for now, just for a few days, and pick something else up. I just not feeling it. Like, the story's fine, it's interesting enough, but I'm just not like drawn in. I'm not enticed. I don't know if I need to get even more into it, but like I'm a good chunk into it already. You can see, like, I'm obviously not even halfway, but like I'm a good chunk into it. I'm 184 pages in, so I feel like I should be like hooked by now, and like it's interesting and it's fine, but it's just like that's pretty much it. There's no excitement there. There's no excitement for me to read, and I'm just like meh. So I set it aside just for now, and hopefully we'll pick it up in another day or 2. But I decided to pick up Rewind It Back by Liz Tomforday. As I mentioned, I was already halfway through this book, and I'm like, I am tired of being halfway through so many different books. So instead of picking up a different book on my May TBR, which I was really tempted to do, I was like, no, just leave those. If we don't get to them, we don't get to them. That is okay. I only have a couple days left in the month, so I feel like I started this challenge at a bad point. There was just so much going on in my life, but I just think my May TBR needs to just kind of rest for now, and we are going to continue mood reading, Rewind It Back. It is a hockey sports romance. It is book number 5 in the Mile High series. It's actually the last book, and I really like it. It was funny. So I picked it back up, and I was in the middle. I was literally at like 51% because I have it on my Kindle too, and like I was kind of looking for something like lighter and fluffier and some romance compared to like a stage set for villains. I just needed like a complete mood swap, and I got a complete mood swap. But since I picked it up right in the middle, it was like right at a bunch of spiciness, and I was not like prepped for a bunch of spiciness. Like I wasn't like, oh, I need spiciness. I was like, I need something fluffy and romantic. But your girl picked it up and it was a bunch of spiciness because it was in the middle of the book, which makes sense, but I just wasn't like, I wasn't expecting that. So there's that. But now we're getting like into like the deeper meaning of the book, and we're getting well into it, so I'm excited. I'm hoping to finish this one up today or tomorrow, and then maybe if I'm feeling it, I'll pick a stage set for villains back up, hopefully, but we'll see what I'm feeling at that time. I am trying to like mood read this, and obviously my May TBR is not going to be, oh, Ranny! My May TBR is not going to be finished, but we're doing our best, and I enjoyed picking Rewind It Back up, so I definitely need to continue to listen to my urges, my mood, because I feel like I should have picked it up a couple days ago instead of just trying to force a stage set for villains. We live and we learn, right? So we're going to keep reading this, and then we'll see where we go, but we're going to try to finish this one up because we need to get some books, like, finished. Like, I'm tired of being in the middle of so many different books. We need to get some books finished. Well, if you guys didn't guess, my mood reading definitely took over and I ended up not finishing A Stage Set for Villain or any of the other books on my May TBR. So in the big question of can I finish my May TBR in time? No. No, I could not. I will say that mood reading took over, grief took over, stress took over, and just life took over. So it just did not work out for me. But I am proud to say I did finish Rewind It Back by Liz Forte, which is a book I was in the middle of, so I'm really happy I finished that. And it ended up finishing off the Mile High series for me, so yeah. It was really cute, it was really sweet, and I really liked the book. I think it was a really nice way to end the series. I loved that we got to see all the characters from the other books in there, and yeah, it was just a really fun read, and it's a sweet romance. There is spice in it, so I'd say probably like 2.5 out of 5 peppers for spice, and I ended up rating it 4.25 out of 5 stars, so very good read and really enjoyable. My April-May reading wrap-up will be up on Friday, so I'll give a full review of it then. I won't waste your time now, but I ended up finishing Rewind It Back, and I really, really enjoyed it. I did not go back to A Stage Set for Villains. I'm just not in the mood, so I kind of just abandoned my May TBR. Last time we talked, I was going to try to lock in. I did not. I abandoned my May TBR, and I decided to go for some of the books that I was kind of in the middle of that I had softy net. So I finished Rewind It Back, and then I picked up Losers Part 2 by Harley LaRoe, and I am almost done with it, but I did not finish it, so it's not going to be in this video, me, like, explaining it. Well, like, okay, I'll explain it. Actually, that's not what I meant. So what I meant was, like, I can't rate it because I didn't finish, and it wasn't on my May TBR. But Losers is a duology that originated from a novella. So there's a novella, and then there's Losers Part 1 and Losers Part 2, and it is a spicy romance between a girl who was a high school bully and the 4 boys that she bullied. It is now 6-ish years later, and they are reintroduced to each other, and then she ends up having to owe them a debt. And we'll just leave it at that. It's a Why Choose very spicy romance. So I picked that back up, and I got pretty good into it. I think I have maybe like 20% left, but I did not finish it. So I'm just trying to finish things up here and go with my mood reading and just enjoy myself. But I did not finish my May TBR, unfortunately. I didn't think I would, but hey, I had to give it a shot, right? I had to give it a try. But with that, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I'd love to hear what you guys read in May down below, and let me know if there's anything on my May TBR that I need to pick up soon. Let me know. I hope you guys had a fabulous May, and that June is so, so good to you. Live well, read lots of good books, and go discover, my friends. Bye!